oftentimes, talent acquisition or HR leaders, they'll start going to hiring managers with, here's what I need you to do to help me,
Yeah.
versus the other way around, which is how you build a true partnership and trust, which is going to them and saying, what problems do you have? How can I work with you to help solve those?
Yeah.
And if you start there and you work on those things,
Mm.
you build trust because you're tackling the things that are most important to them. And then they're like, all right, what do you need from me?
Yes.
And then you've got, that bi-directional partnership, for life, quote
Yeah.
unquote, right?
Because
Um,
they really do feel it. And there's
yeah,
this opportunity that you have with hiring managers for you to be flexible. Also, I would say be vocal but flexible. So one example I often give is a manager over at Bamboo HR, where he was very insistent on doing things a certain way, and I said, okay, I just want you to know that if we do it that way, I'm going to have way more phone calls, so I'm going to be able to do less other things for you to help you out, and I'm going to have X amount of interviews I'm going to have to pass through. So the pipeline is just going to be big, bulky. It's going to be a big drain on your team. Up to you. And I basically just kind of prognosticated what the pipeline impact would be. We did it his way. That's totally fine. It's his choice. And then right after that, he said, next time, let's try it your way. Right. It's just because I was able to say, this is going to be painful. I was able to prognosticate that and say, and still be flexible. And then he said, let's try it your way next time. And he found out it was much better, much easier for him. So.
Yeah, and I think that goes back to, the point you made about the Rocket Lawyer leadership team and what attracted you there was no egos. And I think when you're working with hiring managers and being in a talent acquisition leadership role, you're going to have to communicate with a lot of people in the organization.
Yeah.
You've got to be flexible. You can't be too rigid.
Yeah.
You can't have an ego. Otherwise, people aren't going to want to work with you. And if you can't get buy-in from people throughout the organization, you can't be successful in talent acquisition.
Yeah. You can pull across.
So that's that's the price of admission, right?